Hello, health coaches and wellness practitioners. Welcome to this live training session to boost your skills and transform your business with me, Andrea Beaman. I'm very excited to have you here with me. And we're going to get started in just a few moments. We have people hopping on from all over the world. And I'm going to need you to settle in and simmer down because we got lots to cover in a little short amount of time. And before we actually get started, and while we're waiting for people to hop on, I want to ask you guys and gals a question. What do you want to learn from me today? You know, like why are you here? I want to get a feel for you and what your needs are. And before we get started, before we hop in, and like I said, while everybody's jumping on, just throw it into the question box of why you are here. What do you want to learn? You know, I hope you don't want to learn astrology or anything like that. That's not my wheelhouse. But I'd like to hear from you. Why are you here? What do you want to learn from me? I've been health coaching for since 1999. So what is this? This is 2022. What is it? 23 years? Wow, 23 years I've been health coaching. So I'm sure that you're here because there's something that you want to know, something that you want to learn. And I'm happy to share it with you. And, I'll give you an example. I had a student who, she's got all of her funnels set up. She has all of her opt-ins. She's got ads driving to her website and still is not earning a living, still not making money. And one of the things that's missing, because there could be a lot of things missing, but one of the things that's missing is skills, like a deep skill set, so that when you actually work with people, you're feeling really confident and that person gets results or has transformation. And once that person has transformation and has results, it's almost like a domino effect. They heal from something that they haven't been able to get resolution with through modern medicine. They heal from something, and then that's the domino effect. They tell their auntie and their uncle and their daughter and their husband, and they tell that person, and they tell a friend. I can't even begin to tell you how many of my clients are referrals from other clients that I've had in the past. I just keep referring. I also, as a health coach, which may be rare, I don't know, but as a health coach, I've had clients that I've had for 20 years, right? So they'll work with me, and then a few years later they'll come back. They go, "Oh, Andrea, something's out of balance," and boop, we work together again. So it's almost like I'm the town doctor for my clients. Hi, Iris. Thank you. You rock too, sister. Amy says, I'm a student at IIN and I still feel that I'm not ready to coach and maybe people aren't taking me seriously. I want to feel confident being a coach. Actually, I hear that a lot, Amy, and we're gonna cover that today in depth when we get started. Like I said, I'm just waiting for people to hop on. So for the next couple of minutes, I'm just gonna take some questions from you guys, and then I'm gonna open up for questions again. But I hear that a lot. What you just said is like they come out with this certification to be a health coach, but then they don't feel that they have the street cred, or they feel that they don't have the skills to actually work with people. And today, my job is I'm going to share with you the skills that I learned outside of, beyond my health coaching education, right? Beyond, and I'll tell you why I learned that, and we'll get into that. So you hang tight, put your little seatbelt on. I'm going to show you some awesome stuff today. Elizabeth says, good afternoon. I just received my IIN badge. Woohoo! Congratulations. And I am currently working on my website. I would love for you to share with me what more I can bring to my business. If you can expound on bringing value to my new business, it would be very helpful since you've been in this business and are grounded for over a decade. Oh, 2 decades, 23 years. Thanks, Elizabeth. Yeah, so 2 decades I've been doing this. I've been for 10 years, actually maybe a little longer, since 2012. Oh, yeah, so exactly 10 years was when I first launched the New Healers program online. That was in 2012. That was my first launching of this program, the skills that are in this program that I'm sharing with you guys today. That was, and it was from my husband because I was teaching these classes in person in New York City, and I'd have like between 75 and 100 people show up to the classes. And my husband said, you have to reach people outside of New York. He said, you got to put your classes online. It was very smart, future thinking, right? So now this program where I teach these skills to give you the confidence that you need, this program, it goes to people all over the world, right? Students all over the world. So it was really smart. Um, so I'm going to stay tuned. You're going to see some fun stuff today. Carla says, I need to feel confident. I feel lost as a health coach. Yeah, that's not uncommon, Carla. Melanie says, yes, you rock, Andrew. Melanie, you rock too in the breathing classes. 12 p.m. for those of you that are on Instagram, 12 p.m. Melanie Joel gives breathing classes. Everyone needs to breathe. Uh, Maxine says, hi, Andrea. I'm a sports massage therapist and holistic therapist, and I'm looking to improve my clients' health in other ways that I'm currently doing. I feel like the holistic side could be improved on and help them, but fabulous to have a healing skill set. Yeah, totally. So you'll be able to use what I'm teaching you today, especially as a sports therapist. Sports massage therapist. I mean, you're literally on the body. And I studied shiatsu 20 something years ago, and I loved learning about the energy pathways in the body. You're literally touching the body. I haven't worked with shiatsu in person on people in like 15 years because I started teaching people how to understand the body energetically and then what to do to shift the patterns. But I'm going to get into that. I'll show you today. Uh, Elizabeth says, how do I put together a 6-month program? I'm a little confused how to go about it. 2 decades, yeah. Yeah, I have 2 decades, right? I graduated in 1999, and I just continued to study to deepen my skills because I thought it was essential. Okay, so Carla says, loved your food is medicine course. Oh, great, Carla. Francis says, I've been coaching for 10 years and absolutely love it, but I would like to be able to increase my business. I feel like I limit myself when I tell them I have a 6-month program. Okay, so it's 107. I'm going to turn off my video so that we can get into this without my face in the middle because my face is in the middle of my screen. So I can't do the presentation looking at my own face. So I'm going to turn off my video and then I'm going to come back to get to more questions. So like I said, we got a lot to cover in a short amount of time, and I'm going to share with you the top skills that I've used in my health coaching business for over 20 years. These are the same skills that I've been teaching to the students in my New Healers Master Coaching Program for the past decade, and I promise that by learning and using these skills, it will boost your confidence and expertise, support your health, transform the health of your clients, and solidify your practice so you can make money doing work that you love. And it took me over 20 years and probably more than $30,000 to acquire the skills that I'm sharing with you. But today I'm going to give you the shortcuts so that by the end of this training session, you're going to know exactly how to do this for far less money and time that it took me. So before we get started, close out of all those tabs that are open right now on your computer or on your phone. You don't want to be distracted by social media or the latest dog playing with a cat video. Those are a lot of fun. Or the little kid that wants to be a marshmallow, right? So they could just wobble around. Those are all fun, but they won't support your growth in this industry. So I need your undivided attention because today you're going to learn how your life, your health, and your business will transform using the skills that I'm sharing with you. So let's just take a very quick moment to get present, because the more present that you are, the more you'll be able to retain and use the skills that I'm sharing with you today. So you're going to start really simply by feeling your butt in the chair. If you're sitting in a chair, feel your feet in your shoes, wiggle your toes around a little bit. And now, if you're not driving or walking down the street, close your eyes and take a deep breath in and see if you can fill up your lower abdomen with your breath, and then bring that breath a little further up into your chest and then exhale. And take another breath in, bring it all the way down into your body as deep as you can, And then exhale. And just continue breathing in and out and leave your worries behind and just breathe. And forget about the argument that you may have had with your sweetheart or your kids. And just breathe. And release the trauma of what's happening in the world with all the wars and the viruses and the monkeypox and all that fun stuff. And just continue gently breathing and connecting your body with your breath. So this type of full body breathing naturally lowers stress hormone. It gets you primed to learn new content because your body's going to be in parasympathetic nervous system instead of sympathetic nervous system, which is high stress. Because if you're in high stress, you're not actually learning anything, you're reacting, right? So just breathe and relax. And let's just finish with 3 simple breaths at your own pace. And exhale. And for those of you that are hopping on late, we're just doing a little breathing to help us get relaxed and primed to learn this content that I'm going to share with you today. And then last breath. And exhale. So this simple breathing exercise gets you present. And when you're present in life, you can digest your experiences at a much deeper and more profound level. And that's where we're going today. Deeper into understanding the body so that you can become the best health coach and practitioner that you can be. So first and foremost, thank you for taking the time to meet with me here today and for this live training session. All we have in life is time, and I know that our time is precious. And in the short amount of time that we have together, I'm going to share with you my in-depth knowledge and over 20 years of experience using ancient assessment skills to help you work more confidently with clients and help you stand out in the crowded field of health coaching. So let's take a look at what you're going to learn today. So you're going to learn how to become a health coach who transforms clients' lives, how to stand out and make your mark in the crowded health coaching field, how to revolutionize, I can't even speak, revolutionize your business and the way you work with people, how to create easy health and wellness protocols that bring results, how to establish yourself as an expert in the health and wellness industry, this training will boost your confidence to work with a variety of conditions. You'll be able to work with anyone, anywhere, with any condition and without fear. And you get to make money doing work that you love. And you could even do that during the next lockdown, because you know that the next lockdown is coming, right? You all know that. So it'll be very smart for you to know how to work with people that cannot actually leave their home, right? You'll be able to show them what is in their kitchen that they can do, little exercises that they can do. You're going to show them a lot of stuff. Okay, so not only are you going to learn all of this, I also have a special one-time only gift if you stay with me until the end of this training session today. So stay tuned for that. So for those of you that may be meeting me for the first time, my name is Andrea Beaman, and I am an internationally renowned holistic health coach, natural food chef, and herbalist. I was named one of the top 100 most influential health and fitness experts. I'm the recipient of the Natural Gourmet Institute Award for Excellence in Health Supportive Education and the Health Leadership Award from the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. And since 1999, I've been teaching people how to harness their body's own preventative and healing powers using food and herbal remedies and alternative healing modalities. I have online training programs that reach students and clients around the world. And that is the beauty of the internet. You can reach anyone, anywhere with your healing message and your healing skills. So I've been in this business for a long time, and I know that now is the perfect time to get the skills that I'm teaching you into your practice as soon as possible. These skills took many years and a lot of money to acquire, but I'm going to give you the shortcuts so you can get them into your practice right now to start transforming your business and the health of the people that you work with. And by using these skills, you will discover that you do not need a physical blood test. They're always nice to have, but you don't actually need to get one, not for your clients. You don't need a saliva test. You don't even need to meet with someone in person at a clinic. You can confidently work with someone from your computer, from a phone, from your own home. And I'm going to give you examples of that today. So before we get started, because we're getting started, we're rolling, rocking and rolling, I want to give you a personal example of how I learned the knowledge that I'm sharing with you and how it will benefit your clients and your business. So over 25 years ago, I was diagnosed with thyroid disease and a large goiter, and I was told by the medical professionals that my condition was incurable. And these pictures are when I had my growing goiter, as you can see in my neck, and it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year. And I was suffering with crazy heart palpitations, plus autoimmune related problems and frequent colds and flus that never seemed to resolve. And my doctors recommended destroying my thyroid with radioactive iodine and then to take medication for the rest of my life. But that approach did not resonate with me. It didn't resonate with me at all. Destroying my thyroid and taking medication for the rest of my life would have never gotten to the root cause of why my body was out of balance. And as you will discover today, the body speaks to us. And my body was screaming that it was out of balance and it needed help. It needed somebody, it needed a health coach, a life coach. It needed something else besides being destroyed by modern medicine. So there was another option for healing, but it was not given to me at my doctor's office. So in 1996, I traveled to meet a wellness practitioner. He was a macrobiotic practitioner named Michio Kushi it was at a health conference in Vermont. And he looked at my goiter and he looked at my face, and without a blood test or an x-ray or any invasive procedures, he assessed my condition. He told me that my thyroid condition was caused by specific foods that I was eating at that time in my life. And the most important thing that he said to me was that if I didn't change my diet and my lifestyle, I would have full-blown breast cancer within 5 years in both of my breasts. Now, I got to tell you, I was completely shocked. I didn't give him any information about my history. I didn't tell him that my mother died from breast cancer. I simply sat in front of him and he asked a few questions and he visually looked at me to assess my condition. And because so much of what he said rang true for me, I did exactly what he said. I altered my diet, I altered my lifestyle, and I actively worked on shifting my consciousness around my disease, and my condition healed. And not only did my thyroid heal, but the allergies that I suffered with since I was a teenager completely disappeared. My PMS and extreme breast pain that came with my menstrual cycle also went away. And as you're going to learn today, pain anywhere in the body is an indicator that energy is not flowing, and it can be very, very dangerous to health. And we're going to cover that just in a few moments. So I'm going to get into as much as I can today in the short amount of time that we have together. So after healing my condition, I wanted to help other people. So I attended the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, like many of you did, and I became a health coach. And it was a great experience, but after graduating, I didn't feel it was enough to help me work with people the way that I wanted to work with them. I wanted to learn how that first practitioner who I met with saw disease in my body without a blood test, without an x-ray. And not only did he tell me how to heal my condition that I was struggling with, he also told me how to prevent another disease from manifesting in the future. And that is wisdom. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So after graduating integrative nutrition, I traveled to the Kushi Institute, which is no longer around today. It shuttered a few years ago. And I studied visual diagnosis and Japanese shiatsu, anatomy and physiology, and I became a level 3 graduate. And it cost me over $10,000 to study, but it was so worth it because that training increased my confidence and ability to work with people because it helped me understand what the body is saying it needs and how to transform illness. Now, it's been over 20 years. I still use that knowledge with my clients. As a masterful health coach, I can assess what someone is suffering from and, more importantly, why their body may be out of balance in the first place. Then I create simple and effective protocols to help my clients shift their condition back into a healthier state. And my clients have their own health transformations. right? So this is what one of my clients had to say. She said, I can wholeheartedly endorse Andrea Beaman as one of the most gifted and brilliant practitioners I've ever worked with. Besides having amazing knowledge and expertise, which makes her a true master in her field, it is truly a joy and honor to work with her and learn from her. When I met her, I was suffering from terrible vertigo after a horse riding accident, and I had been diagnosed with a benign pituitary tumor. Andrea was able to help me reverse these conditions in a natural and very effective way, which has allowed me to heal, finish my studies, build a successful business, and do the things that make me feel I'm able to live life to the fullest again. I'm beyond amazed by the results I've had and continue to experience. So, how would your confidence in your business improve if you learn the skills to become a more masterful coach that is able to transform your clients' lives? How would your confidence in your business improve? And I'm going to let you know that you can absolutely do this using the skills that I'm going to share with you today. So over a decade ago, I began mentoring health coaches and wellness practitioners how to get these skills into their own practice, because I met with so many, just like the ones who had put in their questions earlier, right? They feel that they needed guidance. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to start. They don't know how to work with people confidently. So this is one of the main reasons why I created the New Healers Master Coaching Program. And this is the training that I'm sharing with you today. So I asked this question earlier before when we first opened up this training, and I'm going to ask it again right now. Why are you here? Take a moment and put it into the question box. What do you want to learn? What are you looking to get out of this live session with me? And while you're doing that, I'm going to show you, this is why some of you may be here. Maybe you're struggling to make your business work. You tried every marketing tactic, but your business is still not flourishing. You may lack confidence in your ability to transform people's lives. You may be curious about using new healing modalities with your clients. You want to work with anyone without any fear that you don't know enough. Maybe natural healing calls to you on a deep level. And you want to know how to make money doing work you love, even during a pandemic. So I heard from quite a few of you earlier that, like Maxine, she said she's a sports massage therapist and she feels like the holistic side could be improved, right? So she's already in business and looking to improve her business. And then Carla had said, I need to feel confident. I feel lost as a health coach, right? So this is where this is going to benefit you the most. Okay, so let's get to it. I'm going to share with you exactly what you're going to get and the benefits that you're going to get from this coaching program today. So the benefits of getting these skills, you boost your confidence to work with a variety of conditions. Become a rockstar health coach that transforms clients' health and life. Stand out in the crowded health coaching field. You're going to revolutionize your business and the way you work with people. You'll be able to create easy and effective health and wellness protocols for your clients that bring results, and establish yourself as an expert in the health and wellness industry and make money doing work that you love. Sandra says, I want to know how and where to start. Which meridian is mostly affected? Motivation to comply, intuition, knowledge, right? So she put everything. We're going to cover all that today. Ajit says, I'm about to graduate IIN. I'd like to start my business as an integrative health coach, but I'm not sure how to begin. Okay. Andrea says, I'm scared to start a business in this economy. Can it survive a recession? Well, actually, that's a great question, Andrea. And I say that's great because people can't get out of their house, right? And they're struggling financially. They're going to need to know home remedies and something as simple as stretching, which is what I cover in the New Healers Master Coaching Program. And we're going to share a little bit about that today. So even something like you can show people that they have medicine in their kitchen, they have medicine in their refrigerator. You know, like when I was healing my condition, I wasn't using medicine from the pharmacy, expensive medicines. I wasn't, first of all, and I know that people think that this is irresponsible. I haven't had health insurance in 25 years. 25 years. So how much do you spend on health insurance? I don't know because I haven't had it in 25 years. But let's say it's $500 a month times 12 months. So what is that? 5,000, $6,200 times 2,500 times 25 years, right? So you guys do the math. I think I could have a house by now with all the money that I've saved on not buying into a broken system. So the healthcare that is currently available for people is a broken system. And you can position yourself as an expert that can help people save money on their medical bills by getting coached by you. Okay, so that's one way to position yourself. Okay, so let's get started. I need you guys to sit up and pay attention because we only have about 35 minutes here, maybe 40 minutes. And in the short amount of time that we have together today, I'm going to cover 3 skills that are taken directly from my New Healers Master Coaching and Action program. We're going to cover visual assessment, organ and meridian assessment, and chakra healing. That's just 3. So let's start with visual assessment. So I start with visual assessment because it's the first skill that I learned. And it's because there's so much that you can see without a blood test or an MRI or an X-ray. You can literally see what's going on inside someone's body by looking at their face. So this ancient skill can be applied to modern people because in thousands of years, the human body has not changed. We are flesh and blood, and we are not robots, at least not yet. But that's a whole nother class. So visual assessment is the first class I teach because it's amazing, right? So if you're struggling with not knowing how to begin working with someone or what to recommend beyond the latest food fad or the cleanse or the newest kale salad, right? Then this is going to be an eye-opening class for you. This is the first peek into understanding someone's condition, and it's crucial for disease prevention and healing. And this is where you have the opportunity to excel as an expert. And I say that because before we go any further, how many of you have gone to a doctor's office? And I'm not dissing doctors, I'm just going to lay it on the line like it is. How many of you have gone to a doctor's office and the practitioner barely glances up from the form that you filled out? They barely glance up, right? And by not looking at your face, they are missing a ton of information. By not looking at you with an expert eye, they're missing so much. So medical doctors do not have the skills that I'm sharing with you today. So pay attention. And as you're looking at these 2 young ladies, I want you to notice if there is swelling or puffiness around any part of the face. Are any parts of the face deflated or collapsed? Are the lips dry, cracked, red, pale, purple, or peeling? Is the face even in tone, texture, and color? Is there any discoloration on any part of the face? Red, white, green, yellow, purple, brown, right? There's so much to see on these 2 faces. And I'm posing this question to you as the practitioners. What is the first thing that you notice about the girl specifically on the left? Put it into the question box. Let's see. Oh, wait, Iris, there's no audio for you? Oh, Ellen says 100%, and some health coaches don't look at their clients either. Yeah, I've discontinued services with 3 because of that. Too busy typing to look up. Oh my God, that's funny. Kimberly says circles under the eyes. Yes, girl on the left, circles under the eyes. You can see that, the darkness. Amy says under the eyes. Yes. Tiffany, dark eyes, sunken eyes. Yes. Ellen says dark circles, pale lips. Good catch, Ellen, pale lips. We're looking at anemia. Jean says sunken eyes, dark circles. Yes. Wendy says sunken eyes. Carla says skin looks pale, dark circles under the eyes. You guys are all getting this. Pale sunken eyes, Maxine says. Elizabeth says dark circles, gaunt, dry lips. Yes. Lip discoloration, says Carla. Sunken cheeks, says Andrea. Iris, no, you were asking if my doctor read the form when I visit. Oh, she said there's not even a form here. Oh, great. That's funny. Okay, so this gal is very pale on the left. As you all saw, dark purple, dark brown under the eyes. She's showing adrenal fatigue, exhaustion. Pale lips indicate anemia, and that she doesn't have enough blood. The sunken area under the eyes, the fact that it's sunken indicates that the kidneys are deficient. So she has a cold deficient condition. That's what her face is screaming. I am cold and deficient. Can everyone see that? She is clearly lacking vitality. Also, and this is much deeper into visual assessment, you could see that around the edges of her lip is purple and inside is pink. So that purple around the edges is showing that she does not have blood going. She does not have blood within the digestive system, meaning she can't even process and create blood, right? It's her ability in the small intestine is completely compromised on this girl, right? Um, okay, so now we look at the girl on actually, before we look at the girl on the right. So for this gal on the left, you don't recommend raw vegetables, cold foods, no smoothies, don't give her juice cleanse, and definitely no coffee, right? She's already depleted and coffee would drain her even more. So she needs more heat. She needs to build her body and her strength. Warm foods, warm soups, meat stocks, chicken broth, warming herbs like cinnamon, cayenne pepper, rosemary to get her blood warm and moving, right? So now let's hop over onto the gal on the right. And looking with your expert eye, put it into the question box. Tell me what you see with the girl on the right. What do you see as you're looking at her beautiful face, right? What do you see? The gal on the right. Elizabeth says discoloration on her face and puffy eyes. Yes. Iris says eyes look inflated. Yes, so this is the opposite condition, isn't it? Tiffany says bulging eyes, swollen face. Yes, the complete opposite condition. Carla, swollen on one side. Francis says puffiness outside of the eyes and the eyelids. Carla says cheek area. Jean says inflammation. And Amy says puffy face. Ellen says swollen spot splotchy. You guys are getting this. Okay, so her face is fuller, which indicates she has more vitality, but she has swelling on her upper lid. That indicates digestive trouble, especially in her gallbladder. Fried foods need to be eliminated from her diet. And she actually needs raw foods and sour foods, salads. If you look closely at her skin, you can see that it's actually discolored. Her forehead has a dark patch up here. It's darker than the rest of her face. That is related to the health of the intestines and lets us know that her excretory system may be congested. So in the future, something like that could lead to colon cancer, especially if she starts to get a little greenish tinge up there as well. Her cheeks also have some white, right? Again, more discoloration, white in the cheeks, which shows that her lungs aren't getting the oxygen and the nutrients that they need. So again, simply looking at her, we can assess that she would do really well on raw fruits and veggies, cooling herbs like mint, and then some digestive bitters like parsley and dandelion to clear the stagnation that is possibly in the colon. The dandelion would also help on the gallbladder, which we can see is swollen, right? Now, I don't have an x-ray. I'm not looking at her and seeing an x-ray, but I can see that her gallbladder is swollen, okay? So visual assessment is an amazing tool to have as a health coach because you can tweak someone's diet by what their body is visually saying that it needs. So these two faces are talking to us without saying a word. So can you see how learning the art of visual assessment could benefit your practice and help you create highly effective diet and lifestyle protocols? And how it can build your confidence to work with people? If yes, please put it into the chat box. Carla says yes. Melanie says, I see all that they have said. Yeah, you can't deny it. One look at these two faces and you're like, oh, okay, I know what to do for this person. This person on the left, they're getting off coffee immediately. Right? Person on the right actually could use some coffee. That could help, because coffee is a clearer, right? It helps you go to the bathroom. Ellen says yes. Tiffany says yes. Kimberly says definitely. Amy says heck yes. Jean says 100% yes. Elizabeth said yes. Kirsten says yes. Everybody's saying yes because you can't deny this stuff. So once you learn how the body speaks to us, you gain the confidence in your ability to work with people. And this skill will serve you and your clients and help you create successful business in the process. It's invaluable to your success. So here's what one of the students in one of my classes, she said. She said, I've always been intrigued with learning face assessment, and I really haven't learned much about meridians and herbs in my practice of 11 years. All of Andrea's topics are very interesting to me. I've been reading Andrea's emails for years and waiting for the opportune time to join her programs. I have already been able to make some new recommendations to my clients with the information I have learned, right? So whether you're a new coach or a veteran coach like Diane, your clients will benefit from these skills. And time is running short, so I'm going to move on to a skill number 2. So as I mentioned in the beginning of this training session, I studied shiatsu in 1999. It's a form of acupressure that originated in Japan, and it's based on the meridians and the 5 elements from traditional Chinese medicine. Shiatsu is pressure that's applied to points around the body. It literally moves energy, and it amplifies the body's own ability to heal itself. Now, I don't physically use shiatsu in my practice today, but the knowledge of the meridians and the energy pathways within the body is invaluable to my practitioner's skill set and ability to make recommendations to my clients. So I shared this with the students in module 2 of my New Healers program. So I'm going to give you a great example and a personal story. Right now we're looking at the gallbladder meridian, and I chose gallbladder because of the gal we had on, and you can see that her gallbladder is swollen. So the gallbladder meridian starts just outside the eye. It runs down both sides of the body, by the way. It starts just outside the corner of the eye, and it has points that run all over the side of the head, as you can see in this picture on the left. And then it goes down the back of the head, and it travels down the side of the body, through the hips, down the side of the leg, and ends at the toe next to the pinky toe. You guys can see this energetic movement. This is the meridian system, how the energy moves in the body. So when I first met my husband 13 years ago, he would complain about daily headaches on the side of his head, right? And when we would walk around the city, he would always tell me that his hips ached and he would have to stop and stretch every few blocks. And he was young when I met him. He was only 35 years old. And all of the pain and the aches around his body were loudly speaking about his internal system and where his health was headed in the future. And it wasn't good. So I told him, I said, the pain in your head and the aches that you experience in the hips is showing that you have gallbladder issues. And he was shocked when I said that. And he told me that both his brother and his father had their gallbladders removed. And I told him, you're next in line for that surgery if you continue eating all that food that you grew up with. So we altered his diet, gave him more sour flavored foods, fermented foods, and he did a gallbladder cleanse. And it's now 13 years later. He rarely gets headaches. And unlike his brother and his father, he still has his gallbladder. And best of all, he can hike up entire mountains. This is us in Montana. He can hike up entire mountains without getting those same aches in his hips. Like, yeah, we get achy at the end of the day, but it's nothing like what he would experience, right? So by altering his diet and his lifestyle, he averted a costly surgery that was heading his way. So each of the organs are supported and nourished by specific flavors. So the liver and the gallbladder, that flavor is sour. For the heart, the flavor is bitter. The lungs need spicy and pungent foods. The stomach, spleen, pancreas requires sweet, and the salty flavor nourishes the kidneys. So with this type of knowledge of the meridians and the organs, you can assess what someone's body is saying. All you need to do is listen to the symptoms of where the body is in pain and not energetically flowing well, and then make simple adjustments to get the body back in balance. And knowing this skill, you can be a masterful coach to help your clients adjust their diet and their lifestyle to prevent disease and prevent costly surgeries like the loss of an organ. And when is this going to be useful? Trust me. We're going into a recession and probably a depression. Money is going to be scarce for people. They're going to need to know how to support their body without a, I don't know, $1 million surgery, $10,000, and taking time off from work, right? Because surgeries are so costly. And they don't actually get to the root cause of the problem. Like both my husband's father and brother continued to have those same issues with their digestive system and with the pain that they were having, even when they got their gallbladder taken out. So the root cause was never addressed, right? So with this type of knowledge, you can help people feel empowered about their health rather than have them become victims of disease. So I cover this wisdom in depth for the students in my New Healers program and in the live coaching calls. And could you imagine what your business would be like if you learned to implement these skills? You would become the expert. Your information and guidance would be invaluable to people. So here's what one student who completed my program had to say. I had a client with pain in her lips and tongue, and with visual diagnosis and Andrea's support, she's better now. The program has absolutely given me a different outlook on health coaching. Okay, so we're really getting short on time. I'm going to quickly go to skill number 3. And this is the chakras. Yes, Elizabeth, gallbladder is sour flavor, and heart is bitter. Yes. Okay, so the emotions and the chakras, for those of you that are new to them, the chakras are an energetic system that helps you see how someone relates to themselves and how they relate to and react to the world around them. This can be a very useful skill to help you be a better coach. So take a look at these 2 pictures. The endocrine system and the ancient chakra system. It's the same system. It's the same exact system. So modern medical science understands the system as a mechanical system, meaning each gland within the system has a specific mechanical function, like creating hormones and putting them into the bloodstream, and that creates a physical reaction in the body, but that's a limited perspective and only addresses the physical reaction that the gland is having. The question we need to ask is, why is that gland having that reaction? What's going on in the emotional body to stimulate that gland? So according to the ancient healing practices, the energetic charge of the chakras is directly connected to our emotional and our spiritual experiences. So we're going to use the 4th chakra as an example. And you can see the 4th chakra is the heart chakra. It's connected to the thymus, which is connected to our immune system. And I'm focusing on the heart because it's still the #1 killer of all people in the world. I know that people are deathly afraid of catching COVID or monkeypox, but cardiovascular disease is still #1. So according to the ancient Greeks, the heart is the motivator for the human spirit. When we practice forgiveness and have compassion for other people and for ourselves, it energetically supports our heart and our immune system. So if we have a belief in a loving divinity or a divine plan, the heart feels an emotion, and that emotion naturally boosts the energy of the 4th chakra. Our ability to reach out and hug or physically touch in a loving way energizes the 4th chakra, and it boosts our immunity. And I'm going to give you the science beyond this, right? Because it's not just crunchy granola, peace and love, hug your neighbor, woo-woo stuff anymore. So let's look at the science. Women who hugged the most daily had the highest oxytocin levels, and their systolic blood pressure that was 10 mmHg lower than women with low oxytocin levels, an improvement similar to the effect of many leading blood pressure medications, says Kathleen Light, PhD, professor of psychiatry at UNC. And from the National Library of Medicine, the OSS, oxytocin secreting system, plays a key role in the neuroendocrine immune network. It not only has direct regulatory effects on the development and functions of the immune system, but also exerts functions of immune defense and homeostasis through coordinating the activity of the whole neuroendocrine immune network, as well as peripherally produced oxytocin. So this is groundbreaking. It literally means that when you feel love and compassion in your heart, The pituitary gland secretes oxytocin into the blood, and that supports your immune defense and regulates your entire endocrine system. So when you go to your endocrinologist, they're great at what they do, but they're looking at this mechanical system, and you could be in a crappy relationship, right? Or don't have any love for the person that you're with, and that could be negatively impacting your entire endocrine system as well as your immune system, right? So what, and also just think about what has been going on in the world for the past 2.5 years. It has not supported our heart chakra in any way. People were not able to reach out and hug each other. They were told to stay 6 feet apart from each other. They became afraid of each other. Even after all of the mandates were lifted, I still see people distancing themselves from each other, talking to each other from like a really safe distance. And oh my God, I'm like that. To me is crazy. When you see somebody you haven't seen in a long time and you stop yourself from giving them a hug, that to me is like crazy. That's humans hug other humans. Okay, if you're a robot, okay, I understand. You don't need to go in and hug the human. But if you're still a human being, you get in there and you go deep. Okay, so I don't know where we're headed as a species, but I do know this. If we do not connect back to our heart chakra in a healthy way, there will be an increase in mortality from heart disease and all disease across the board moving forward. So the students in my New Healers program go step by step through each of the chakras. They gain a deeper understanding of imbalance and how to correct it. They learn to use these skills to build their confidence and work more effectively, supporting their clients while growing their business as an expert. And that is needed now more than ever in this world, right? So here's what one student had to say. She said, your classes and calls have made me more confident, period. I love, love, love the chakra class. Andrea, all of your information is great, but you hit this one out of the park. I am confident I'll be able to incorporate the knowledge you have shared into my work as a health coach. So in this tiny little short amount of time, 46 minutes, that you've been here with me in this training today, I'm sure you've learned a lot. And you've gotten great insight and practical knowledge that you didn't know before, right? Now, could you imagine how far you could take yourself and your health coaching business and your own health if you studied directly with me over the next 4 months to learn this more in depth? Please put it into the question box. I'm going to open up for questions. I'm going to open back up for questions. But first, I want to know if you feel that any of these skills could help you become more confident working with people, give you another aspect or perspective on how you can work with people, including yourself. Melanie says, hell yeah. Me, absolutely. Carla says, definitely. Melanie Joel gives a million smiley faces and hearts. Elizabeth says yes. Okay, so before I open up again for questions, because I'm going to open up for questions, I'm going to share with you exactly what my New Healers program is and how to take the next step to boost your confidence, support your clients, and build your career as an expert health coach. And remember, I have a big gift for you if you stay on until the end with me. So hang on for that big gift. Okay, so this is the New Healers Master Coaching Program. There are 5 main modules. The first class is the art of visual assessment. My students have told me that they begin to look at people with a new set of eyes once they realize that they can see what's happening inside the body. We cover the entire face and which organ it's connected with. We look at the ears, the eyes, the eyebrows, the forehead, the nose, the lips, the skin color, the texture. Plus, we look at the tongue. And in our live coaching calls, which are a bonus, we use real live examples to deepen your skills. And then in module number 2, we go over the organs and the meridians, the liver and the gallbladder, the heart and the small intestines, the lung and the large intestine, the spleen, stomach, pancreas, the kidneys and the bladder. We cover the energetic pathways, the foods and the flavors associated with each, the potential diseases connected with each of them. Plus, we rebalance the body and get the energy flowing with very easy exercises. Today, we barely touched on the gallbladder. There is so much more to learn. And in class number 3, we have herbs according to the 5 phases. This helps you solidify the energetic patterns of the 5 elements and the common herbs that support each of the organ systems and why. And most people today will just start throwing herbs into the body without a deeper understanding of how they energetically affect each of the organs. And that's a mistake. Not all herbs work for all people. And with this class, you gain a deeper insight on when to use herbs and why. And in class number 4, we go deeper into the emotional and the spiritual body. We cover the 7 main body chakras and how to support each of them using food, herbs, emotions, and a deeper connection to the self. It's a fascinating class that will leave you in awe of the human body, mind, and spirit. And can you imagine what your practice in your own life would look like if you connected to the bigger picture of wellness, right? Like the universal picture of wellness. And I'm going beyond the beyond when I'm talking about wellness in the larger sense and how it's connected to everything. And then in class number 5, we integrate the organs and the meridians with the chakras to help you identify imbalances and work on resolving them from many angles. There is never one way to heal the body, mind, and spirit. There are many ways. And this class, you get to see that. All of the modules are recorded. We have MP3, MP4s, downloads, handouts, action guides, presentations. My team and I make this easy as possible for you to integrate this into your life and into your practice. The 5 main classes are valued at $24.92, and what you will learn is absolutely priceless. And here's what one student had to say. She said the New Healers program is an excellent addition to any health and wellness professional's toolbox. Andrea Beaman's authenticity, vibrant energy, inspiring attitude, whole body approach to optimal wellness is enlightening, intuitive, empowering, practical, and applicable. The program provides a set of tools that expose the unequivocal value of lifestyle changes. Andrea is a beacon of light who shares her authenticity, experiences, laughter, knowledge, and constantly reminds us that we too are beacons of light for ourselves and others. Great program. So plus, oh, Kirsten, she says, I already signed up and I'm so excited to learn all this amazing info. Kirsten, that's great. You're going to get your first module next week. And then after the first module, we go right into the first coaching call, which you're going to love. You bring all your pictures. You're going to totally love it. You're going to be like, holy crap. Like you're going to just look at people differently, with a discerning eye, but with love. But we always have to look at people with love. And let's see, we also, beyond the main modules, we also have bonus modules, 2 bonus modules to help you make the most of this work and put it into action for yourself and your business, because you can continue to take class after class, but until you integrate this knowledge into your life and into your practice, it won't help. You could also continue to show up for free training sessions like this, but that won't give you the mentorship and the guidance and the tools to make your business work in the real world. So these bonus modules to get you moving with your career are valued at $9.97. And here is what one student had to say. I'm feeling so blessed that I've been put on this journey, going with my heart. I enrolled in the New Healers. For a while, I wondered if I'd made the right decision, and now I know I did. This is the first time I had a desire for a career ever. The New Healers program is giving me more confidence and motivation as a health coach, and for me, that is priceless. Okay, so we also have another bonus, which is the best bonus of all. This is my favorite bonus because I get to hang with you guys. This is where you bring all your pictures, your thoughts, your experiences to help you gain clarity on how to use this in your business and your life. You get 4 live training calls with me to help you craft the protocols for yourself and for your clients. Students usually bring the pictures of friends and family, and if they don't have any clients, they'll bring pictures of themselves, and we go over those in depth so you can get the practical hands-on look at real life examples. And with each call, you get my undivided attention, mentorship, and guidance. And all of these calls will be recorded because I have students from all over the world, and sometimes they can't attend the live call, so they simply send their questions in advance, and I answer the question on the call, and then we send you the recording the next day. So you never miss out on anything, and you get the support that you need. And these live training calls are valued at $19.99, but they're really priceless. So all of these classes and calls are designed to help you get this information into your practice and into your life to become more skillful and confident and make a difference in people's lives and create a thriving business doing work you love. So here is what one student had to say. Andrea is an amazing teacher. Besides being a master in her field, she's a beautiful person and a source of inspiration. She has helped me build a very successful practice in which I've been able to integrate different healing modalities and help people with many different health challenges regain their health and vitality. Andrea also teaches important aspects of self-care as a practitioner in her program, which is so important to be the best version of yourself as you help clients transform their health. I can highly recommend this inspiring program. You'll love it. So I get emails from students that have taken marketing program after marketing program, and they're creating their funnels and their opt-ins and their email lists, and they're still not making a living doing work they love. And that's because the information in this program is the missing piece that's designed to help you become more masterful and confident. You know, an expert that clients love to work with, and that's priceless. And these practical skills are the missing link to creating a successful practice doing work you love. So if you can easily craft preventative and healing protocols for your clients, you will gain their respect. It will boost your confidence, and you'll be able to work with anyone, anywhere, without any fear that you don't know enough or that you don't have the right credentials. So here is an overview of everything that you get, and then I'm going to open up for questions. Plus, you guys have a big gift coming up, so hang tight. When you sign up to study with me, you get access to the 5 modules for $24.92. You get the 4 live coaching calls to deepen your ability, and that's for $19.94, plus the 2 bonus modules at $9.97. And the total value of this program and all of its components are worth $54.83. But I want to ask you this. If all this program did was help you understand the body and its functions and what it truly needs, and save your clients from having expensive surgeries to remove an organ or even yourself, would it be worth it? If all this program did was show you how to work with anyone, anywhere, without fear that you don't know enough, would it be worth it? And if all this program did was help you gain mastery and credibility in the coaching world, would that be worth it? Would the $54.83 be worth it? Because I'm not going to charge you the $54.83. I certainly could, because the value of this program and the content you learn is priceless for yourself and for your clients and for your business. But I want you to think about where you are now with your health and wellness business and where you want to be in the future. And with this training, I can help you get there, and we can do it at an amazing price. So this program is valued at $54.83, and you get it for just $15.97. And that includes everything. You get the 5 modules valued at $24.92, the 4 live coaching calls valued at $19.94, the 2 bonus modules valued at $9.97, and lifetime membership and ongoing support and guidance. You get this entire program for $15.97, plus you get my unbeatable 30-day money-back guarantee. You can participate from 30 days from the start of the program. And if you're not satisfied and don't feel this is the right experience for you, you get your money back. And in those first 30 days, you get access to bonus module. You get access to module 1, module 2, module 3, plus a live coaching call with me. And if after all of that, you don't feel that this is the program for you, you get your money back. That's how confident I am you'll benefit from taking this program. So this is what one student had to say. Iris, who's here she's here with me today. Kimberly said, totally, I've signed up. Okay, Kimberly, you get your first module next week, and then you get your first coaching call right after that. Iris says the experience has been amazing. It was informative, and I felt supported in between classes and coaching calls. It was a great taste at what it looks like to be in the wellness industry. The course has definitely supported me. I love the Facebook group and the coaching calls, and throughout the whole thing, Andrea was there answering questions, and that made a world of difference. I felt I got so much value and support with my questions. Andrea, you rock. Thank you, Iris. You rock too. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this training session today, I have a gift for you that are attending live right now. So for those of you that are here with me live, you get this entire program plus lifetime access plus ongoing support to become the best coach you can be for $13.97. As of right now, you get an additional $200 off. That coupon is available right now. Use code NHMC200, and you need to sign up before registration closes. Now, Kelly is going to put that into the chat box for you. She's going to put that link, which is andreabeaman.com/new-healers-master-coaching-program. She's going to put that into the chat box for you. And I'm going to take you to the page where you can see, this is where you get to see what you get access to, who this program is excellent for: Reiki practitioners, massage therapists, health coaches, life coaches, energy healers, body workers, herbalists, nurse practitioners, anyone curious about healing, lifetime learners of alternative health, and you get to see other people that have taken the program. You get to see all the fun stuff you're going to learn. It's a cool program. I like it. Plus the 4 live coaching calls with me. And you also will get it for $13.97, not $15.97. And there's also an FAQ here. Oh, you also get a CEUs, continuing education units. You get to see everything that you get access to. And then down here is the FAQ. Like if there's a question, like I'm going to open up for questions right now, but if there is a question that you here we go, frequently asked questions. If there's a question that I don't get to, you come right down here. You know, can I pay in installments? Yes, we offer a 4-month installment plan. And for those of you that are on the call right now, you get that $200 off, that $429 a month. So you get your first payment will be $229, and then the remaining 3 payments will be $429. So let me take you to the page right now where you sign up. You click on any one of these purple links, and you can either, like I said, well, let me log me out because I can't sign up. New Healers Master Coaching. So I'm going to click the $15.97 Get Started Now button. Oh, I guess everybody's purchasing at the same time because I can't even get in there. Let's see. Everybody went there at the same time. Okay. So for those of you that, oh, there it goes. So here, you're going to, on the right side where it says have a coupon, you're going to put in NHMC200 and apply. And that's going to bring your cost down to $13.97. And then you're going to sign up, put in your email, your first name, your last name, your credit card information, or if you want to pay by PayPal, you can pay by PayPal. And then get ready to get this awesome course at the best price. Let me come on back here. Okay, so for those of you that have signed up already, okay, Kimberly says, yay, I'm so excited. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, you're going to learn a lot. And one of the biggest values you're going to get out of this is the ability to save your clients money and to save yourself money on costly surgeries, medications. You know, like I said, for me personally, I haven't even had health insurance in 25 years, which some people think is, you know, how can somebody do that? How can somebody do that? My health insurance for me, which is interesting, my health insurance for me is my acupuncturist, my herbs that I buy, my food that I spend money on. That's my that's my insurance. It's actually assurance, health assurance. Congratulations, Mary. You are in at the great price. So you're going to get your first module next week. And then right after that, we have that first coaching call, which you're going to love. Actually, I think you get access to the first 2 coaching calls within a month. Okay, so let me come on back here. I said I'm going to open up for questions. I want to hear from you guys. So let's see. How do I open up my, there it is, question box. Ellen says, can't sign up at work, but this looks fabulous. Okay, Ellen, remember to use NHMC 200 so that you don't lose access to the best price for this course, because that coupon is going to go away. It's not going to be available. It's only available until, like we have a certain amount of people that come into the course, and I think we already have we already have a bunch of people in, because registration closes next week. Let me open up my thing to get these questions here. Oh, Maxine, yeah. Sorry, I lost my questions because I have these boxes all open on my computer and I can't find the boxes. So Maxine says, can I ask when the registration closes? So registration for this program closes next week. Next week is when registration closes. And if you are inspired by the knowledge and the skills that I shared in this tiny little training today, and you want to take this program, I would suggest you sign up now, because if you don't take advantage of this now, you won't get this offer again. So if you want to boost your confidence, become the expert and help more people, as well as grow your business, don't let this opportunity pass you by. Take this opportunity right now to grab this $200 discount and get in at the best price to transform your business and transform the way that you work with people. Oh, Ellen says I wrote it down. Good. Yes, write it down. Put it on your hand. Don't let your hands sweat. Right? So, interesting little tidbit of knowledge. Don't eat any sugary drinks or sugary foods, because then you'll get a sticky sweat on your palm. And that sticky sweat will wipe that code right off your hand. It'll just be a smudge by the time you get home. Okay. So it's, for those of you that are here, it's time to break old habits. You can continue to show up for free events like this and get a little tiny bit of information and then try to piece together a system that you think will work. But if you're here today, then something is missing from your practice. So let me save you time. Let me save you energy. Let me save you money. And let me give you the guidance that you need. Take this step to get these skills into your practice at an awesome price. So, and keep in mind that today I've given you a ton of information, like in 1 hour, but information alone is not going to help you. With my mentorship and guidance, we can get you and your business moving in a healthy direction. Plus, as I mentioned, there is a 100% money back guarantee. If after watching the visual assessment module, the organ and meridian module, and the herbs for each organ system module, as well as a first coaching call, if after all that you don't believe this is the right program, you'll get your money back. So let me see. This is a student that took the program. Oh, Carla, you're in. Congratulations. Congratulations, Carla. You're in. You're going to get your first module next week. You're going to get all of the handouts, the action guides. You can download the MP3, the MP4. You have lifetime access, by the way. So like I have students that have been in my program. Like I said, we put this online 10 years ago. They've been in the program. They come back. They go back to the modules. They're on the Facebook group. They bring their information. It's really a lot of fun. It's like continuing education forever. Because you're always learning something new. And I say you're always learning something new because whenever I learn something new, I bring it to my students. Okay, So this is from Lisa. She said, I completely enjoyed the New Healers program. I plan on going through it a second time or even more to absorb all of the wonderful information. Thank you, Andrea. I appreciate you so much, and literally thank God I found you. Since my autoimmune conditions have healed by following your wise and good advice, I have become even more passionate about helping people see a better way to healing. Thank you. Right? So this is what I want for you. I want you to be able to transform your business so you can transform people's lives, right? And again, here's the program value, 5483. You get it for $13.97 using that $200 discount, NHMC 200. Sign up before the registration closes. I'm going to open up for, let me open up that little webcam and let me open up this question box right here. And then let me get to any questions that you guys and gals have. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Amy. She says, thank you so much for the info and inspiration. She can't do monthly payments that big. Save up, save up, and then join the program in 2023, right? I certainly don't want you to wait that long, but that's when the next program is going to launch in 2023. So I want you to get into the world now. You know, start helping people now, because as you're helping people and as you're building your business, you're going to acquire more income, right? More people, as word about your skills spreads within your community, whether, oh, you worked with your auntie or your uncle, your sister suddenly feels better. It's got, like I said, that chain reaction is going to start, right? The domino effect. Oh, what's her name told me to do this, and I had this result, and now my lifetime eczema went away, or I no longer have pain in my body, or you know, like, because pain is a big one for people. Like, nobody wants to be in pain. Nobody wants to suffer. And also, it'll help you with your own health. So, for example, let me give you a fun example, another one. Right now, I'm going through menopause. I'm 54 years old, and I feel my bones, you know, they feel a little achy, right? So I know that as I go through menopause, the water element, the kidney element in the body is affected, right? So the kidney element in the body is impacted, right? The water starts to become drier, um, and the liver is impacted as well because it has to process all of the hormones, right? So then you get liver heat that rises and you get kidney deficiency that happens, right? So in my tea, I have moistening herbs, goji berries, which you could find in any health food store, mulberries, which I've been picking in the park, in Central Park, right? They all nourish the yin in the body. They nourish the water element. And I combine that with alfalfa, which is rich in silica, good for the bones, as well as oat straw, and I put in some red clover, which supports the kidneys and moistens the body, right? So going through menopause doesn't have to be a struggle. It doesn't have to be so traumatic, right? I get a little achy and I go, okay, I need to nourish my kidney element, right? So in my own experience going through the world, because of my understanding of the way that the body works and what the organs need, you know, my liver, I need to clear liver heat. So I got to make sure that I'm having some type of fermented food on a daily basis. That sour fermented food to clear that liver heat, as well as bitter foods to clear the heat that rises into the heart. You know, like so many women complain of heart heart palpitations, and you know, they can't, they're feeling anxious and anxiety. That's liver heat rising into the heart. So that's all stuff to consider. Great, Amy, put it on your calendar. Iris says, does the program give various options for the eating in case the person one is working with cannot find the herbs where they live? Yeah, of course. Because so I have clients and students all over the world, right? And not everything grows everywhere all the time. So my job as a practitioner is to give the client information on what they can find within their area. And one of the things that I do is I have them go to a local farmer's market. And I also keep in mind flavor profiles. Do they need something more sour? Maybe they could put lemons into their water, lemon water in the morning, right? So that's my job as the practitioner. So in the program, I give lists of what are the various foods and flavors and herbs that can support each of the systems. And then wherever you live in the world, you can find foods and flavors and herbs that have similar profiles. So, I mean, that's part of it. You know, that's part of being a really good practitioner is that you're going to meet people where they're at, right? So, if you, like, I have clients in India, and the fruits that they have over there are different than the fruits that I have over here in the Northeast, right? So I have to keep that in mind as I'm working with them and getting them in harmony within their system. And when I say within their system, the energetic system that is attached to the system of the entire earth, right? So these skills come from a much older system when human beings actually knew consciously that they were connected to the cycles and the seasons and the systems of the earth, right? So now in modern world, we've lost that connection completely. Like we're in front of these computers all the time. Everything is available everywhere all the time. But that's not necessarily good for health. So once you understand, oh, okay, this person has diabetes or whatever it is that they're struggling with, too much sweet flavor, but they're craving the sweet flavor. So if they have diabetes in there, which let's say, oh, India, let's use India as an example. Diabetes is really high in India as well as in America. So maybe less mango lassis. Right? But you have the understanding of the sweet flavor affecting the pancreas and the spleen. So we know less, but where can they get the sweet flavor? So now that's when we go really, really deep. And I'm not going to go deep into this. I mean, they could get it from so many things. They could get it from so many things, including love, right? So love nourishes the heart, but it's also a sweetness. It's literally a sweetness. So oh, but I can't. It's already 2:16. It's already 2:16. I'm not going to go to those deeper places with you guys now. Maxine says, Andrea, it's been so interesting. Thank you so much. I think your program sounds great. I'll be in touch before registration closes. Great. Keep in mind that registration will be closing next week. And also, I keep my programs intimate. Oh, look, congratulations. Robin, you're in. I keep my programs intimate, so this is not the kind of program where we're going to have 1,000 people on the calls because I can't work like that. I'm not a robot, you know, and I want to get to all of the students' questions. That's my job. My job is to help you become the best practitioner you can be, or help you to gain clarity on your own system, so that it help you be the best version of yourself in the world, right? So if there's 1,000 people on the call, how can I work with that? I can't. So I keep my programs intimate for a reason. And you know, it benefits you and it benefits me because I don't want to be completely stressed out. You know, there's 1,000 people. I got to be on this call for 4 hours. Can you imagine? Oh God. Like I said, I'm not a robot. I'm a human being and I have a bandwidth. uh, okay. Iris says, sorry for another question. We have about 11 body systems. How many systems does this course cover? Oh, okay, so from the TCM perspective, we're covering the kidney, the bladder, liver, gallbladder, heart, small intestine, lung, large intestine, stomach, spleen, pancreas. So that's the 11. we're covering the 11 systems in TCM, but we're also covering the chakra system, but the 7 body chakras. Now there are chakras outside the body, above and below, and even in the planet. But we're only covering the 7 body chakras because what I do is I like to keep people connected to their body first and foremost, right? They get here because they're living in a physical body. So we bring them here. And then if they want to expand beyond the body, that's another experience entirely. But we bring them here to the symptoms and what the body is saying, the physical body is saying within the 7 chakras that are here within the body. So that gets covered as well. And then I have Diego Sanchez, who's a shiatsu practitioner who combines the 2 systems together for you in module number 4. He combines those 2 systems together so you can see it from both perspectives, because these ancient healing knowledge, like they're so similar. From all around the world, they're so similar because they're working from an energetic system. And the human body hasn't changed in thousands of years, although it's now changing. That's a whole nother story. But it hasn't changed in thousands of years, so still use this system. Okay. Iris says, thank you so much. I'll be in touch before registration closes. Remember to use your coupon code. That's only available for a short amount of time. NHMC200 gets you that $200 off. You're welcome, Elizabeth. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm going to be signing off. But before I do, I want to personally thank everyone that is in the program. We're going to speak to you again live. We have the people that signed up today. I also have Martha, Kim, Josephina, Connie, Annie, Gracia, Kirsten, who's also was on the call today, Medina, Bill, Jill, and Darby, right? So the program is filling up. And now that you are a member in the New Healers program, you're going to get access to all of this stuff, as well as the in-depth knowledge that we're going in on the coaching calls, which are going to be priceless for you, because that's really where the rubber meets the road, so to speak, right? So you get the information in a module, you watch it, you have the homework assignments, which are fun, because the homework assignments are you looking at people and even looking at yourself, right? So it's like it's almost like an exploration. You're exploring the human body, mind, and spirit from another perspective, right? So it's a treasure hunt, and you are the treasure, and you're going to bring that treasure to your clients and to your practice. Okay. Oh, Ellen has one more question, and then I'm signing the heck out of here. Ellen says, when are the live calls? How long is the program? Oh, so Ellen, the live calls are on Thursdays. They're at 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And like I said, I have students that are all over the world. So the students that, let's say they're one of the call lands at 3 o'clock in the morning for them. I don't want them on the call, and they can't possibly be on the call. So what they do is they will compile their questions and send them to me in advance. I'll answer them on the call, and then they get that call on their membership platform the very next day. They'll get to see all of their questions answered. Because that's where you get to learn. The learning comes from the interaction between us, right? You can only learn so much from a book, and then you actually have to put it into practice. So that's what we do. Okay. All right. So I am going to be signing off now. And again, thanking everyone for your time and your energy. For those of you that are inspired, NHMC200, use that code before it expires. And for those of you that are waiting to register, I wouldn't wait that long. Okay, thanks everybody. Have a great day. Start to look at people with a whole new set of eyeballs. And if you have any questions that I didn't get to in this live training, send an email to me, Andrea B at AndreaBeaman.com, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, thanks everybody. Bye.